this video is for those who have really, really low confidence, those who have social anxiety and have a lot of insecurities. And because of this thing, they can't feel confident and they are. So, yes, this is for the beginners, and that's that are the criterias for beginners. Hi, I'm Meenaakshi, and today I'm wearing the best outfit that I can find. And today there is a script. Of course, I'm going to see this and speak to you, but of course, these are the main points that I'm going to do. So, without wasting any time, let's move on to our first chapter, that is foundation. Understanding. The first step towards confidence, despite all these insecurities, fear, and first of confidence, you need to accept who you are. You need to accept, literally accept, that you tell your brain that this is who you are. And if there is a scope of improvement, then improve. That's it. That's the whole point. Confidence doesn't need perfection. It grows with literally small actions. And that is the smallest ever, you know, the chapter you will ever see. Acceptance. Now moving on to the second chapter, that is identify triggers and patterns. This is specifically for those who have really fragile insecurities, or the social anxiety, feel like panic or something like that. Of course, critical professional help, but this is something that I want to tell you. You also want to build your confidence. First, there are some things that I will tell you to write down, to journal. Okay, take notes. First, when do I feel the most anxious or small? This is when you need to understand that what caused my anxiety or what caused this feeling. If it's happiness, if it's anxiety, whatever it is, journal. Let yourself know that this is when I feel like this. And then the second question, what thoughts go through my head during those times? What is in your head when you are feeling that emotion, when you're feeling that anxiety? What is going through your head? You need to journal that literally because that helps you. Again, that helps. Third, when did or where did these beliefs come from? Of course, you have some beliefs or you have that insecurity. I'm fat or something like that. I'm not good enough. Why? When did this belief came from? Or when did it exist? Is it from bullying, your childhood traumas, or criticism? Anything that is relatable to that you think that it is from this. And heal, literally heal. That is the purpose of this chapter. You need to journal this thing and help yourself to uncover the roots. Because without knowing where the root is, you can't water. If you are watering here or there are little bit chances that it will reach the roots. So you literally have to identify the roots first. Now that moving on to the next one, that is daily practice. Your small actions literally became the big changes. First, I have written here, create short daily routine to build emotional stability. Because when you see a confident person, you will see that they know how to be stable with their emotions. They don't overreact. They don't react at all. Of course, they do, but they don't react to the criticism or anything that triggers them. They are calm, they're quiet, they understand what is and where it's coming from that person. Get it? Second, this is really simple, and I hope everyone will do this. You really have to wake up every day and just say something that feels like you have to do it. Like you are. For example, I will wake up and in the morning I will say, I'm the best version of myself today. That will literally shift the energy from that grumpy morning to the a new world. And believe me, I have did this when I was in fifth grade or something. And this was because I read a book, The Secret, that book. And it's really helpful because if you read that, you will see the life from a different perspective. You should really read it. I will recommend it. Third. Okay, this is my one of favorite thing, and believe me, I have done this even when I didn't know this was a thing. So stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. This is literally the simplest thing and the most uncomfortable thing you can do in your life. I have did this from my third standard, and I didn't know that it was something that helped me build my confidence and my speaking skills. I literally thought, I just liked it as my hobby. Whenever I did my makeup, whenever I did my skincare, or during school times, I wake up in the morning after the brushing and something. I just talk to myself like, "Hi, hello," with an audible voice. My voice never came out because, of course, there are people in my rooms, so I just never said it out loud. But it really helped. Believe me, it helped. So the only thing you need to do is stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. Okay, if you can talk to yourself and it's really uncomfortable, what I did was just imagine some conversations that happen or that happened in the past or that can happen, like literally being the delusion myself. I just reply their whatever they want in my head and then replied like it was like I was making a conversation out of nowhere about anything, literally anything about my day or how I'm there or even interview. I was literally in my ninth standard. I didn't know why I was doing it, but I'm glad I did. And I really want you to do it because it is really helpful. It it helps you to build your confidence. It helps, you know, your brain is always in the survival. It don't want you to die. And believe me, that's why we are always in our comforts. Because our brain thinks if we do this, if we are out of our comfort zone, we will die. But we need to tell our brain that it is not true. We have done this previously. How? Like talking to yourself in the mirror, uh, making some conversation scenarios like a hi, bye, or small talks. We have did this. We can do it again. This is we can literally do it in our reality. But you know what? Our brain don't know what's reality and what's fake. Like literally doesn't know. So you need to tell your brain we have done this before, we can do it again. That's as simple as that. Now, the fourth thing is do one thing each day that makes you uncomfortable but safe. Of course, I'm not going to tell you that go and say hi to any stranger because, of course, it can be dangerous. That's why I said safe. So, say hi to a friend first. If you're a group, if you're in a group or in a friend circle, you need to tell your opinions. You need to put your opinions. And no, it's really it's really fearful. It literally makes your heart pound. But do it. I don't care, but do it. You need to tell your brain again that you have done this again. You have done this before. You are going to do it again. We are not going to die. That's it. You need to go out there to get out of your comfort zone. You need to share your opinions. You need to tell. You need to disagree when you think that they are wrong. You don't say yes always because that will first of all triggers your insecurities, your fears and all, and that will that make your confidence go low because you're not confident in us, you're not confident in your opinions, and that's really bad. Now we're moving to the next factor, that is reframe your negatives. I'm not good enough. People are judging me. I'm not living best, or I'm not, whatever, I'm not, I can't. That are the negative thoughts. For that, for you to overcome it, you need to replace it with the positive affirmations or the positive thoughts. And how can you do it? With the three N's. Notice, name it, neutralize. Notice when there is a negative thought. Notice when your brain tells you that you are this or they're judging you. Then name it. Tell, ask your brain, actually not tell your brain, ask your brain, is it your inner critic or the reality? And when you feel like that, it is the inner critic, move to neutralize. Neutralize that negative thought. You need to tell yourself that no, people are not judging us, and even if they're doing, why do you care? I mean, why do you literally care about what the other person's thought? You, they don't even know you. And if you think that you're not good enough, just tell your brain this is not reality. I am good enough. I know that, and you need to tell your brain too. And that is the shortest part of the shortest chapter. Just reframe your thoughts. Now we're moving on to the fifth and the most important one, that is body language. Your body speaks before your mouth does. Your body tells who you are, how you're feeling, and many more things, literally. Like, FBI agents and interviewers, everyone just look at you for the 2 seconds and judge you based on how confident or you are you nervous, or whatever emotions you're feeling. And there are only three things if you're not feeling confident: stand straight, shoulders back, take a deep breath, and just make slow deliberate movements. And that's it. That's the really only thing that makes you seem confident. You don't need anything else, literally. This is where the quote come from. Make it till you fake it till you make it. If you're not feeling confident, fake it. They don't know you're not confident. Your brain doesn't know until you tell them. Just need to fake that moment until you really feel the confidence. Okay. These are the five things that are really important to know and to do as a beginner. And if you do this for at least 1 to 2 months, I'm sure you're ready for the next video that is maybe coming or not. Because once you do these things, you really don't need any other validations or any other, stories or something, how to be confident or something like that. You know what you're doing, you know what you want. These ads, these fakingness will be your reality after some time. Because of course your brain don't know what is the reality and what you're faking. So just do it. The conclusion of this chapter is, the video is actually, you have to do one simple thing, that is journal. Journal insecurities, journal why this and that is happening, why is your mood like this, whatever I mentioned before. And also journal your thoughts, the negative thoughts, into the positive ones. Don't write the negative ones, turn them into the positive ones. And you know what? Your brain needs data. When there is data, your brain is convinced that yes, it is true. Why do we believe in science? Because there is data. There are literally the data why this is happening or why is it happening. In chemistry, in physics, everything we have data, and that's why we believe in science. And once you do it in your life, once you write those things, once you have data of yourself, who you are, when you are feeling this, when, Your brain will know and overcome them. This is where the healing part comes. Heal from those traumas. Change your belief. Have an open mind. I'm not saying you have to believe whatever I say, but these are just the steps. These are literally the basics that I'm telling you. And there is one thing that I want to say. I have said all this, but if your mindset isn't of a growth mindset, if you are fixed in a particular thing or mindset, like it doesn't matter. So I'm sorry, I can't help you. I mean, no one can help. Your mindset is the first thing that will change, that will shift your whole energy. Few sentences. It doesn't matter because it doesn't. It does matter, and I know this is my goal and have to work for that. That two energy shifts. You can really see it, you can really feel it. And once you change your mindset to it doesn't matter to it matters, you have a goal, you have to reach it. You are already the halfway up. And these are some things that will help you with that mindset, with that ultimate goal of being confident person of yourself, the best version of yourself. That's it. I guess that's it for the video. I hope you like this video. I hope you will do whatever the things I said. And I hope you like my outfit today actually. It's a top. I hope you have a nice day and I hope you will become the best version of yourself because of course I'm rooting up for you. Bye.